Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is the Media Marauder. It's episode 344 of Through the Mail Autographs. We got one in the box today, and we're going to show you one of our albums. I think it's PC album number, 5 or 6. It will be in the description. But let's see what we got here. We got 83 Tops, Charlie Puleo. 83 Fleer, 83 Tops, and an 89 Fleer. So, that's what we got in the box today. That's pretty bad. Here's, like I said, this is the PC box. I want to thank Charlie for sending my cards. Thank you guys for checking this out. This is one of my favorite sets. Not particularly that year or anything, but I just love the Hostess cards. I don't know why. I've always loved them ever since I used to buy Hostess to try to get the cards and cut them out. But don't have too many of them signed. I mean, I have some, but not nearly as many as I would like. But like I said, the Hostess has always been some of my favorite cards. There's a Steve Garvey. Cool Larry Boa. So there's a nice Bill Campbell. And then another one of my favorite, I did have one of those Phil Garners. So that Phil Garner, other one I got yesterday, I could trade it or sell it. Here's some Kellogg's. They're some of my favorite cards, like in person, but not one of my favorite cards to get signed. They don't turn out too well. You know, they seem like on the back they sign okay, but on the fronts that Longborg isn't bad. But here's a 70 Tops set that I'm working on. There again, I can't stand the lighting in here. I try to do this the best way possible. Some here on the back. That Fred Glading is deceased. I think that Paul Doyle might be deceased. Like I said, I try to buy some of the guys I can get for my sets. There's a Vita Blue rookie. Don Kessinger. Oops, there's a Ken Randolph back there in the back. I always liked Manny Mota. There's a nice Juan Marichal. I think when I got that, he was $10 an autograph. I don't know if he's gone up or not. So I've got a pretty good start on these. I probably still need 550 of them to complete the set, but I think we have over 100 of them. Like I said, we do collect every set from 1952 to 1995. We collect them autographed just because we love autographs. And I just got kind of burnt out with just regular cards, so I just want to collect autographed cards from now on. There's a dual signed one. Jim Miles and Jan Dukes or something. One of my favorite sets from the 70s is a 71 Tops. It's probably my favorite 70s set. And these look pretty good. Putting team order right there like that. Blue Moon Odom, I think, was $5. Oop, we got Joe Rudy over here. Ken Forsch is a guy that used to do his mail, and I haven't got him back lately. If any of you guys have got Ken Forsch back lately, let me know. He used to be a good TTMer. I think I do have the Steve Garvey rookie card. There's another Ken Rudolph. Yeah, there's the Garvey rookie autographed. That's pretty sweet. There's Bobby Valentine rookie. If any of you guys are like me and collect every set, let me know. Or if you are collecting any set, let me know what set you're working on. I'm always interested to know what other people are doing and how many they have of each set. Just motivates me to work hard whenever I see people that are like, you know, almost done completing their set, or they have 500-600 different ones. You know, it just really motivates me to try harder. It's a nice Bill Mazeroski. There's a dual sign, Kleins and Cambria. I'm glad I got that before Gene died. Greg Glazinski rookie, one of my favorite players, Tim McCarver. Sometimes I'll put these archive cards in there if they look like, yeah, from that set, just to throw them in there for the heck of it. I just think they look pretty cool in there. Or sometimes, like those old sets, you know, if I don't have that person, I just throw that in there to kind of as filler, because I may never find that person. It's a real card, but I'll have his autograph on one of those cards that kind of look like the real card. It's kind of like when you collect albums and you kind of have a beat up album that doesn't play, that's kind of just a filler. You know, that's what I use those for. So I can find a better, you know, version or original version or whatever. I need to send this out to Gene. Gene signs. I need to pull that out and send that out to him tomorrow. Louis Tiant's a $10 fee, I believe. Yeah, I love these 71s, man. These things look nice. You know, this set would be very hard to do, though, because you got Thurman Munson. He didn't live very long, and I'm sure there's not too many of these 71 Munsons signed. Plus, the 71 set had high numbers, and some of the high numbers unsigned are pretty expensive. They get kind of pricey. Steve Klein, he's deceased. Same way with the 72s. There's a bunch of high numbers in it too. So, like I said, I still work on them, but I know they'll never be done. But I made a promise to myself years ago. Like I said, I did TTM for like 20 years. And then when I sold my card shop 10 or 15 years ago, I let all my autographs go too. And I always regretted that. I kind of needed the money. And like I said, I regretted doing it, but dude offered me like 10 grand for my collection of just autographs that I had, and I needed the 10 grand at the time. So like I said, I always regretted it because I wanted to at least keep like one of everything I had. And wasn't able to. I asked him, you know, if I could keep some, and he's like, it's all of them or none of them. So, like I said, I needed the money. There's a nice triple sign card. So, flash forward like 10 years later, and I'm watching, you know, there's a nice Juan Marichal. I'm watching Brandon Stebbins, and I'm watching Michael Myers get all these cool autographs in the mail. And like I said, I'd done through the mail autographs for 20 years, so I knew about through the mail autographs. But like I said, I'd been out of it for 10 or 15 years, so like I said, I didn't know who signed or anything like that. And like I said, back then we didn't have a network like we do now, where we help each other out and we pretty much know who exactly signed. So it used to be I sent out 1,000 letters, I might got 100 back, because there was no internet, and we just had to randomly send to people and randomly find out stuff, and we didn't have the internet to try to find personal addresses and stuff like that. We just had to use like the Smalling's book, or like later on I used the Mieselman's book. But yeah, I started getting into it, and that's when I decided I'm collecting one of everything I ever get, pretty much. And now I still collect one of everything, but I say, that I'm only collecting the sets from 52 to 95. That's still true, but I still collect one of everything I have. But maybe down the road, not right now, but maybe down the road, I might trade some of those ones that are above 95, because I truly don't have any interest in them. But like I said, if I pick them up in lots, if I pick them in, pick them up, sending them through the mail or whatever, I'm still going to keep one of everything. Just because, I just, like I said, made a promise to myself I'd keep one of everything. But like I said, somewhere down the road, I could see myself maybe trading some of the stuff that's newer. Try to work on some of my older sets. Especially like the newer minor league stuff, because I don't know who any of those guys are. I mean, even this, like I used to watch minor league baseball and go to all the games, and used to have friends that played. I got to know the players and stuff, back in the 90s and early 2000s. But like I said, I quit watching it after that, so pretty much I don't know who any of those guys are, so I have really no interest in the cards, really. Like right now, you talk about like a big prospect, from the 90s, I knew them, I saw them, I watched them play, and like a Tony Tarasco or somebody like that. I liked him, I watched him play. I'd want his autograph. But a guy that just did like 1 or 2 years in the pros like 5 years ago doesn't interest me, because like I said, I didn't watch the game then. I didn't watch any of the minor league games. It was fun, I had season tickets to the Piedmont Boll Weevils when they were down in North Carolina, when I lived down there. And that's when I kind of became friends with like Ricky Williams, who ended up winning a Heisman Trophy the year later. And Reggie Taylor and Dave Coggin, and a bunch of guys that made the pros, because they'd see me every day and I'd get autographs and stuff. Rob Berger, I think he played for the Phillies for a while, and Jason Kirshner played for quite a few teams. I'd say Jason Kirshner was probably one of my guys I talked to the most. I think he was a cool dude. We talked about just about every day. But I saw he does not sign through the mail. I thought about trying to send to him and tell him like, hey, we used to talk every day. I'd like to get a few cards autographed. Wilbur Wood, pretty much you have to send cards that don't have a facsimile autograph, or he won't sign them. He just personalizes them if they have a facsimile autograph. I don't know why he does that. It's really annoying. That's why I always send the ones that don't have facsimile autographs. There's a nice one, Richie Zisk. I always liked him. I think this is the last year 74 set. There's a Denny Doyle. I think Denny Doyle just passed away. One of the Doyles did. I think there was a Denny and a Brian, I think. I think they were brothers. Darrell Evans. I always liked Darrell Evans. There's a Gorman Thomas rookie. We just got that back the other day. There's a nice Phil Necro. I never really liked these 74 cards. I don't know. I just never really liked the design of them. I always did like the 75s, though. Those are pretty nice. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just picking out random albums. Just like I'm going to my shelf and I'm just pulling whatever the album is sitting there. I'm not paying attention to what I'm grabbing. So there's no rhyme or reason how I'm showing you these albums. Eventually we're going to show all of them to you. I do have some football ones and some baseball ones to show you guys. Not baseball, but basketball. I got one that's got like basketball, celebrities, and hockey and golf all in it because I don't have many of those guys. Then I do have some racing binders and I have a couple more golf binders. Got a lot of binders, a lot of stuff. I pretty much send to anybody that will sign through the mail. I always like that John Matlack card. That was Brooks Robinson. He's $10 through the mail. I think he signed it again. I just bought that Andy Ekabaran a few weeks ago. He's deceased. Grant Jackson's deceased too. Don Baylor's deceased. There's a lot. I think that this Daryl Thomas. I think that guy charges like 10 or 15 through the mail, but I bought that on eBay for like $3. Yeah, if a guy's going to charge that much, I'm going to try to find him on eBay for a few bucks. There's a nice Dave Parker rookie. Here's I thought I did have one of these signed by Leppert, Skinner, and Maz, but I may send that off and get Maz to sign it. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but it would be kind of cool. But he is a $10 fee. So you got to figure out what I'd rather have another card to complete a different, not complete a different set, but go into a different set, or would I rather have one that's already signed in this set? I'll probably just go with something else. I don't know, but it still would be kind of cool. I think I can get Galen Cisco. I think he's still alive for that Royals team one. See, like this Louis Tiant. This is a fan favorite, and then the regular card. I just put them both in there because I really think they're cool cards. Those fan favorites. And at the one time, I didn't have that real card, and that fan favorite was just sitting in there. So I went ahead and kept them both in there because they look good in there. Hey, there's another Bill Campbell. Bill Campbell was such a good signer through the mail. He was super nice. There's Jim Cott. I think I got that on eBay. Let's see. Ken Frailing's deceased. I don't know about Vic Alberry. That Tanana Coble, I think, is done. See if I can get any more of these guys on here. I don't know. I do like getting multiple cards, but so a lot of these ones, I need to send this Manny Trio off because he actually signed my cards the other day. So that would be nice. I might send that out tomorrow. He was a good ball player. I don't think he was a Hall of Famer, but he was a decent ball player. All right, guys, you've heard me ramble for 20 minutes. Sorry I only had one TTM in today, but hopefully we'll get some more in. I sent 50 out last Monday or this Monday. Yeah, this week. So hopefully by midweek next week, I'll have a bunch more to show you guys. But hey, hopefully you're enjoying this series. Let me know what you think. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. Till next time, we'll see you guys. Peace.